All right. Hello, everybody. This is Word here, and I'm here with Shu of Clarity Gaming. We're gonna have a short interview so we can learn a bit more about him. So, Shu, why don't you just tell me a bit about yourself? A little bit of biographical information.
Um, my name's Alex Raymond. CShew, play for Clarity Gaming, Protoss player. Currently I live in California, but soon I'll be moving. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, cool. Keeping it succinct, not bad. All right. So now into the real questions, the StarCraft 2 related questions. What was your first RTS game? Was it StarCraft?
Um, I mean, real first RTS was like Age of Empires or whatever.
Oh, so back in the
Heck,
day. Okay.
yeah. But like you would do all the cheat codes, so you got like the little car that shot bullets and stuff and all like that kind of junk. But like, so I played a lot of RTSs, but since I was young. But the real like one that I tried to like start playing like competitively and actually like learn about was I would say like Warcraft 3.
Okay, cool. So when did you start playing StarCraft? Did you play any Brood War at all, or right into StarCraft 2?
Um, I played Warcraft 3 like through high school pretty much, and I learned about like competitive video games through that. And then I watched a lot of Brood War, especially like the GOM TV, like their old leagues that Tasteless would cast with like the Brood War and stuff. I watched those a lot, and so I always like watched the game, but I never really played it. And then when StarCraft 2 was like getting close to release, I just started to play Brood War for a little bit, like 3 months before, and that sort of led me up to like playing StarCraft 2.
Did you do anything competitively in Warcraft besides? I actually never played Warcraft, so I don't know if there's like a ladder equivalent or anything. But did you do any online cups, anything like that?
Yeah, I would always play in them. There was like they had their own like ladder for like their servers and stuff. It wasn't as big as like North America ladder. It was like US West, US East, that old BattleNet stuff, you know. And then they also had this client called Garena or like GGC, which would allow you to play on like LAN settings pretty much. So a lot of people just played custom games on those. And I would play like games like so I could get better and like practice with people, but like the scene was so small and already like so developed, like it was hard to like break into it and like be a notable player or anything. So I just like learned how to play an RTS for real through it though. I mean, especially like the Koreans on our team, like they're not unbeatable. Like in practice, anybody can beat any of them. Like some days the foreigners will beat the Koreans in practice. Some the other days the Koreans will beat us. And I think it's just a lot harder for foreigners to break out, especially because like with the Korean culture, like they've grown up playing StarCraft and video games and treated them as more than just like little things of fun. Like we may have been playing like Super Smash Bros or Smash Bros and stuff with like our friends when we were little, but they were like learning StarCraft and stuff. And I just think it's more of like a culture and how they grew up and how StarCraft was such a more developed scene for them in Brood War, so they got a jump start. And I think like foreigners can compete with them. It's just we have to catch up pretty much.
Okay, so a little bit behind the times. And I accidentally muted my mic
Yeah.
while I was asking the question, unfortunately. But hopefully, from the context you guys gathered, the question was how hard is it for foreigners versus Koreans in the scene?
Yeah.
So, talking about how you've had Koreans join Clarity, are they helping you practice? Do you find you're improving more with practicing against them?
Yeah, I practice with them pretty frequently. They're all like really good. So anytime you play them, like if you take a game off them, you just feel like super confident, and then if you lose, you're like, darn, I really feel like I could have played that better. So like just playing against better people in general just helps you out.
Okay, cool. So how did you end up choosing Protoss?
Um, in the beta, I played random, and I don't know. I guess I just played random just to like find which one I wanted to play the most, and I liked playing Protoss the most at the start, or I understood it the most, I guess. So I just kept playing it.
All right, yeah. I chose Protoss. I also play Protoss. My logic was I played Brood War really casually when I was like 11 to 16, and I'm like, oh, you can warp in buildings and walk away. Cool. So that carried over to
Yeah,
StarCraft for me. But I don't know if it was some kind of childhood nostalgia for you. But you just find what you like. Uh,
yeah.
so as a Protoss, how would you characterize your play style?
Mm, if I would have to relate it to like players,
Sure.
I guess I would say I try to emulate like a Creator Prime kind of style, like always doing a macro game, but like usually leading up to like a big timing, especially like against Surd. Like a lot of Creator Prime's timings are just based on like two or three base timings. He doesn't like to just like sit around and have it go to like the super late game. He just like wants to kill him before 20 minutes pretty much. Um, I think I just have like I don't really have like a really super unique style. Like I don't do anything really crazy. I just try to do the right stuff, I guess.
All right. Well, yeah, you got to play to win. What's your strongest matchup
Yeah. Probably versus Zerg, I would say.
versus Zerg? So you don't
Yeah.
like taking it to that super late game either against the new patch Zerg style, the Infested Broodlord.
Nah. I mean, there's ways to like beat that late game. Like I've played late games a lot where like you can kind of battle them head on with like Carrier, Storm, Void Ray, Mothership, but like getting to that point is like so difficult.
Too much work.
Yeah.
So what is your personal highlight in StarCraft 2? Like your biggest accomplishment or your favorite moment, any tournament run or
Mm,
anything like that?
I think prior to this most recent MLG Providence in 2011, I made it to the top 38, like one round shy of the championship bracket, and I lost to MC and Illusion, or not MC, MVP. I lost to MVP and Illusion at that tournament, and that was the tournament where Illusion got really far. He got like top 20, and he got like the like breakout player award. You know they give at MLGs.
That's right.
I think he was like one of the first winners of it for that tournament. So like losing to him in MVP was
Yeah, there's no shame in
I
it.
felt okay. Yeah, yeah. Um, so there was that one, and then 2012 kind of hasn't been my best year for me, but I'd say the most recent MLG at Dallas, I did pretty well, like compared to all the other MLGs this year at least. And I played against good people. I lost to Huck and Trimaster, who are like no slouches for the NA scene. And I don't know. I just think I can't really think of like one defining moment. I just kind of think of like moments where I play like really well against like specific people and just like try to keep motivating me, I guess.
Okay, cool. Who is your favorite player, by the way?
I get asked this a lot.
And you
I
don't
don't
have
really
an answer
have
prepared?
like, I mean, I don't just have like one player who I'll watch him 24/7 and just like copy everything from him.
Mm,
But I like watching like Creator, Rain a lot. Rain's pretty baller. And I'd say like Creator and Rain for like a Protoss to emulate. I would say them, I guess.
okay, cool. Um, do you have any particular rivalries? Is this someone you meet a lot on ladder, or anything like that, or maybe even within Clarity that you like to go up against?
Um, hmm. I mean, I hit my teammate Siphon pretty often in tournaments, and every single time he always wins 2-1,
Okay.
just off of like because PvP can be so volatile. Like sometimes it can just be like a silly build order win or like a silly mistake that I do that makes me lose the series.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess for tournaments he would be my rival.
Okay. Cool. Do you have any upcoming events coming up that you're going to be attending, or anything you want to tell people to look out for yet?
No, there's I don't know of any events that are coming up.
Yeah. Or what about any like online cups, anything like that? Playham or anything? Do you usually play in
Um,
those?
I did, but Playham
Right.
dailies are
Playham.
like shut down, so
Right. So
I
definitely.
think I there's not really anything else that's going on. I
Hmm.
don't think.
Yeah, except for just random Zeke tournaments or anything like that.
Yeah, just like I mean, if I find those, I'll sign up for them and play in them.
Cool.
But like those are just so random. I feel.
Yeah. Can't count on them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here. But before we go, Shu, would you care to plug yourself, Twitter, anything like that? Please let the public know.
All right. Follow me on Twitter at ClarityShew. Watch my stream, twitch.tv/Shew_TV, and follow Clarity Gaming.
All right, guys. So this has been Word sitting down with Shu from Clarity Gaming. Of course, make sure to check out Clarity Gaming's YouTube for other player interviews and keep your eye on them in upcoming events.